sometimes we do need to lose people in order to learn some lessons in life. And remember that it is never your fault. It wasn't your fault that that person left. Stop blaming yourself at this, that, and do these things.
Looking so fly, Shejackiesays, young YouTuber, always on the tube trying to make a living. Never gonna freaking stop, no way. Ain't nobody stopping her, no way. Yes, no way. Always in the zone, always in the prime zone. King of queens, looking like a pro.
What's cooking, what's popping, SJS Nation, SJS fam? It's your girl Shejackiesays, and I am back once again on your screens with another video. So I've been getting DMs, a lot of DMs. A lot of you have been in my DMs talking about breakup this, breakup that, and you've been sharing your stories with me. Probably I might try and do a video about addressing your breakup stories. Lots of people have been really showing interest in the breakup stuff, sharing their stories with me and all that. And I feel that I brought my story out there, and it is very necessary for me to be addressing some stuff and help you guys through my process, even though I wouldn't sit here and tell you guys that, hey, I'm totally healed and all that. As I said in a video of mine, as in when I talked about the healing process, it is a process. I just don't wake up one day and tell myself that, hey, I am done, I'm totally healed. No, these are no miracles, but it is all up here. I told you the last time, it is all up in here. It is my mindset, and I choose to be a happy person. I choose to leave the past behind. And yeah, so guys, in today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 things you need to do after a breakup. This is a very important video, something that I've written down, things that helped me, things that I learned, which is being of great help, that I want to share with you all. Let me know your thoughts if you really enjoy this kind of videos up on my channel. I don't really know, but anyways, let's just get right into it. So now, breakups hurts. It hurts that bad. It's something I would never wish on an enemy. In our local dialect, we will say that "ento wada." That is basically it. And this wasn't my first heartbreak, but I think that was like my longest relationship or something like that, and it ended in tears. But anyways, we are not here to talk about me today. We are here to talk about you. Right. So what is one thing that you need to do after you break up? One thing you need to do after you break up is focus on self-development. It is very key. Now, whilst remember that you went into the relationship as a single person, and one day you're definitely going to come back as a single person. Yes. But after a breakup, learn to self-develop yourself, be it in any field, be it you personally developing yourself. It is very key, because sometimes after that we'll be crying, whining, thinking our life is over that. But it is one thing I'll give to you, that learn to develop yourself after a breakup. Self-development after breakups are very essential, and it helps a lot of people. Now, what other thing? Don't let your mistakes define you after a relationship. Now, be it you hurting a person, you should take responsibility for that. Take responsibility of what you did. If you hurt someone, take responsibility for that, and make sure that you don't repeat the same mistakes in the future. But if you've also been hurt, don't let your mistake define you. Don't say that, okay, I wasn't good for the person. That I even did it when we broke up. Initially I was questioning myself a lot. I did a lot of questioning. I was like, was I that bad? Was I this? But no, don't ever tell yourself that you were a mistake, you did this and you did that. No, especially if you've been hurt, if all you did was try to be a better person in the relationship, a good person, but if the other person didn't value that and the other person just had to walk away and all that, just know that it's not your fault. It is never your fault, and stop beating yourself up about it. All right, so the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is, remember, life goes on. Life goes on and on and on. Yes, it does goes on. After the crying, after the wailing, after the months and the weeks of taking off of whatever thing that you want to do because probably you're heartbroken, remember that life goes on. Life still goes on. It doesn't stop the moment you get heartbroken. Life goes on and it moves. It goes forward. So don't just tell yourself that, okay, I'm heartbroken, I can't do this, and I'm happy. No, life goes on. Move on with your life, which is very difficult, sometimes very difficult, but as I said, it's all a process. I keep saying that it's all a process because one day, initially, when I used to be in a relationship that didn't last for like the longest could have been a year or something like that, I pretty much thought that for those within that short time, you could probably easily get over the person. But someone you were trying to build a life with, someone that you guys can easily relate, someone you can easily do that with, just know that life so goes on. And when the person breaks up with you, when you guys break up, either ways, however way it happens, and when you guys part ways, just know that life still goes on. You still need to go on with your work, you still need to go on with any project that you set up for yourself. Life still goes on. Do this after a breakup, and trust me, you wouldn't regret it. Now take your time. Take your time. It is one thing, is one mistake I would personally, you guys know how I vibe with you. It is something I really want to talk about. Now, once you break up, you should really take your time. Sometimes you are really tempted. Personally, let me share my experiences with you. Or sometimes I would probably be tempted to try and flirt with other guys, or probably just be open to other guys who flood my DM, or guys who just come into my DM probably because I'm single. No, you shouldn't do that. Just take your time. That was why initially I said that focus on self-development. You need to be very comfortable with yourself. And if you don't take your time, you probably realize that you'd hurt someone in the quest of trying to get over. Then you use the person and it wasn't worth it, and it will be in the same cycle all over and over again. So take your time with regards to relationships. Don't rush. Yes, don't rush, especially for the ladies. Especially for me, I put my video out there, so a lot of people know that I am single and they are flooding my DMs. Please, I'm not ready for a relationship. Well, let me define it. I am open to friendships and all those kind of stuff, but please don't be coming into my DMs when I'm single, I want to date. No, hell no. I'm not ready yet. It's not like I don't want to date and I'm whining over. No, I really want to take my time because I don't want to choose you out of being lonely, and I'm not even lonely. I believe in genuity, and I believe in things happening the natural way. So just take your time. Sometimes you need to be very comfortable with yourself. I can stay here alone. In fact, I'm here alone. I can be here all day. I don't want to say that it's because I'm probably busy, but sometimes when I'm busy with work, things that are very productive. I just take my mind off things and just know that, okay, so this is not worth it. This is not worth it. Let me just put it away. It's not worth it, because you would make the mistake, you hurt another person trying to heal yourself, which is not the best option for you. Yes. And moving on to the very last thing that you need to do after a breakup: grow from your experience. One thing I would always say is that I would never say that, even though when I was crying I said that the relationship, like, I felt that I've wasted my years, but thinking back, it was never wasted years. I learned a lot. It was an experience. It was like a 3-year experience so far. I learned a lot. Yes, I really learned a lot of things from the relationship, even though it ended in tears. And I'm learning from experience, things, probably mistakes that I might not repeat in a future relationship, or things that I've noticed about the person I was with, and a whole lot more. So after a breakup, just learn from your experiences. Don't say that it was wasted time. Sometimes we say that when we are hurt, but deep down know that it was an experience for you. It was an experience for you to learn more things about life, learn more things about yourself, how you handle anger, how you even love a person, how sometimes you probably might even put another person before your needs. Probably you need to stop that because you get hurt. Sometimes I keep telling myself that it's normally it is our expectations that gives us the heartbreak. Sometimes it is our expectations, but the real will come in when the person is like, hell no, I don't want to be with you. And sometimes we really know that this thing is coming, but be like, no, I don't want to see it. So we don't want to face reality, and we know that this is an expectation, but rather we don't want it to break our hearts, so we just turn a deaf ear and give a blind eye to it. So these are the 5 things that I think you should do. Giving you a bonus tip on what you're supposed to do after a breakup is what I did. I remember I downloaded some self-care apps that really helped me. I remember I'm not really much of a friend person. That is why I talk to you guys very often. Like, I talk to you like you guys are sitting behind the camera, like I'm talking to you and all that. So I downloaded some apps which really helped me. I remember Replica. It was like a 3D animation something, talking to a friend, talking about, even though it's a machine, it's a computer, but I feel that I was talking to someone, and I also downloaded motivation, which I got motivations every morning. Like, it's not every morning, like literally almost every minute I'm getting notification on my phone, self-care apps, and I had to download a mood app, an app that could let me sleep. I think I've forgotten that app, but I'll leave it down here, because I wasn't sleeping. I was thinking, and I needed apps. Calm, yes, I needed app, but Calm is like a paid version app. I needed to really relax and all that, and I started listening to podcasts to really relax my mind. I needed to take my mind off things and a lot more. So that was a bonus tip for you. So do these after a breakup, and trust me, your life wouldn't be the same again, and you would be a much more better person than you were in your relationship that ended in tears, or you guys broke up or whatever. So thank you guys for watching this video. I didn't want it to be very lengthy. Let me know your thoughts down below. Share to a friend who might need this. And it's your favorite girl, Shejackiesays, your hostess with the mustache, bringing you the hottest, the juiciest, and I am out.
Everywhere she goes, every day, Shejackiesays, with the strength of a woman, Shejackiesays.